you try to sway Jeff certain ways the way Scott goes? Or is he just like, nope, not doing it?
Jeff is one of the smartest people I know. He does such a good job with coming up with storylines and twisting them and coming up with crazy scenarios, so I leave him to it. He has a great idea where Scott's going, and it's I want to take him in the same direction. So we have a very similar idea where Scott wants to go. I mean, sometimes I'll be like, I think Scott should really do this, because I've been playing him for like 2 years. So I think sometimes I'll be like, okay, Scott should be thinking this, and he'll be like, maybe you're right. So we'll shoot it different ways. Sometimes he'll use my take, other times he'll use his. So I do have a say, but mostly I let Jeff handle it. Definitely.
Your character has obviously matured over the run of the show so far. How much of that is a reflection of you maturing as a person, as an actor, and how much of that is, just storytelling?
It's a lot of both, definitely. I mean, I look back to the pilot, which wasn't that long ago. It wasn't even 3 years ago. 3 years ago this year, and I look so young. And I remember thinking back when we were filming, I was like, dude, I was such a little kid. Like, it's insane how much I've grown in the past, 2.5 years. So that definitely adds a huge element in it, because it's hard to hide maturing on screen,
Right.
But it also works for the character, because the character needs to go somewhere. He's got this great arc in season 2. He's got a great overall seasonal arc, so it's or series arc, not seasonal. But yeah, it's a little bit of both, definitely. Yeah.
Do you
No, I was just going to say, you're now, the show's now becoming a certified MTV hit, so I'm sure it's impacting your life. How has it impacted your life? Are you still able to walk the show for Comic-Con, or?
That might be hard. Walking around in Comic-Con is something that I can't do without being stopped. But I'm okay with it. I love it. I embrace everything that's come my way with Teen Wolf, and I really have a lot of fun interacting with fans and making them feel good, and I just really like doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's definitely changed my life in a huge, completely better way.
On shows like this, you'll sometimes see how the stars like to get involved in the post-production a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes directing episodes. Do you think you'll want to do that?
Directing is something that I don't think I could do, because it's not like I hate it. I would actually want to be in the editing room and have a say in that, because that's a lot of fun. That's really cool. I really enjoy doing that kind of stuff. But directing, it's just something I can't wrap my head around. I can take direction, but I can't give it. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I've never really tried though. So maybe I could. But if a director tells me something, I'll be like, wow, how the hell did you think of that? so that's usually what makes me realize that I can't direct. But I think being in the editing room would be a lot of fun. I haven't had any say in what goes in the final product, but
They not let you in the editing room?
no, they do. They're always like, Tyler, come down to the editing room. I'm like, all right, I'll be there tomorrow, and I just forget or something, or I'll get busy, but hopefully season 3 I will make it into the editing room. I say that every year, but season 3 I'm going to do it.
The makeup process when you do it, is it as bad as they say? Is it something you've sort of gotten used to?
I think people skew it a lot. It's so easy, man. For what I do, I can't complain. I mean, but I think I wear a lot less makeup than a lot of other people on other shows. Like Spawn, he had everything was covered. For me, it's just my face and my eyes and my teeth, and it does get a little annoying sometimes to have it on your face all day. But in the end, I can't be annoyed of it,
Right.
So I mean, it's a weird process, but I've definitely gotten used to it. It's easy.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you because with Teen Wolf it takes up a lot of your time, especially now you're doing 24 episodes. It's a lot of shooting time. Are you still trying to find other roles to do in the break?
That's a thing that's hard while I'm filming Teen Wolf. It was different because we used to film in Atlanta, and I would put myself on audition tape. I would tape myself, and we would send it to LA. So this time around, I can actually go out and audition, but I don't want to. I'll be so busy that I don't think I'll have time to. because it was so, being in Atlanta, it was easy to audition because you could just do it in your room, in your house, and send it off. This, I'll actually have to like go out and prepare it and do a lot of things that wasn't as easy to do in Atlanta, but I don't know. I'll try. I'll see. If something really, really comes my way that I really like and I want to be a part of, then I'll try hard for it. But if it's something that's just like,
Are you a fan of the audition process? Because I know some actors don't.
auditioning is a weird, very bizarre thing. I used to hate it when I was a little kid. Now I'm almost indifferent about it. Like I enjoy it kind of because it's my job. I've come to realize that this is my job. This is part of what I do. So it's easier now. But auditioning is a very, very bizarre process. You're basically getting rejected all the time. So it's something that rejection is something that doesn't really affect me at all. I don't really, but for some actors, it's like it hits them hard, especially when they're really going out for something that they really, really want. So I mean, I get it. I get why people hate it. But suck it up.
Does being on the show give you that sense of security?
Oh God, I'm definitely comfortable where I am. It's like if I wasn't on a show, I'd be out there probably I gotta get this job, I gotta get this job, I gotta get this job. But since I actually have a show that I'm on, it does add a sense of security.
And then once you're on the show, it becomes easier and easier to get the next one.
That's true. Yeah, so they help each other. I mean, I shot a movie last year that they offered me the role because of Teen Wolf, and it was called Taco Shop. So, and I had a lot of fun. It was so much fun on that shoot. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm working towards. I think every actor is working to the point where they don't have to audition anymore, which would be nice. But yeah, I don't know.
And there used to be a point where TV people always hated TV and were like, and now want to do movies. But now that's completely changed. And why do you think TV is so beyond just a security?
I don't know. TV, I mean, I've been working on TV ever since I was 8 years old. And for me, Teen Wolf is just the craziest show I've ever been on. The most ambitious schedule. It's just day and night, just hard, long hours. So I mean, I think we are the epitome of TV and what we do. And so I don't know if I can say it's changed for Teen Wolf, because I think Teen Wolf, I don't know. What is your question?
The question basically is TV seems to have this new cachet among actors, and now it's even movie stars.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the same thing that applies when TV stars want to go on movies. I think they get a little bored and they want to switch it up. So I think if you're doing movies all the time, you kind of want to switch it up and do TV every now and then, or at least that's what I think. Especially when you're that big, when you're a huge movie actor and well established, and you just do a couple of guest spots on a TV show, it's really easy. It's just a lot of fun work. Whereas Teen Wolf is insane amounts of work, but I love it. I love it because it makes me feel like I'm actually doing something,
And during the panel, you were talking about how you like the physical stuff, you like to do your own stunts if you can. Have you had any close calls? Have you been injured on set?
Close call. I've been injured, minor little things. Hurt my ankle really bad one time running through the forest, and there was this root that was just sticking out, and I didn't see it, and I hit my ankle on it really hard. I got kneed in the balls one time, which really hurt.
I was curious, what happened there? Because that was something I was going to ask you about. Why is that not on the movie?
I don't know. It was the first season that it happened. I don't know why they didn't put that on the gag reel. Maybe because it was too gnarly. I really hurt myself. I couldn't move for a little while. I had a medic check on. They didn't check me out, but he was talking to me, and he's like, "So how you feeling?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I don't feel very good." So, but I mean, close calls. Have I had any close calls? The first thing I ever really did on Teen Wolf, on the pilot, it was the first season. It wasn't the pilot, but the first season, Styles' Jeep. He had a stunt driver, and I was supposed to run from this gate and hop into the Jeep, and we were supposed to spin, reverse down this hill and spin and drive off. and there were no seatbelts in the Jeep. I jumped in, closed the door, and he had a stunt driver, so he floored it down the hill, and I was like, whoa! Like, in it, but I was still acting, so I had to be like, okay, cool. And so he floored it, and then, like, he lost control. He started losing control, and I saw him, like, kind of freaking out, and I was like, oh, shit, we're flipping. I knew that we were flipping over. So I braced myself. I was ready for it, and, like, we ran up on this curb, and, like, we were, like, jumping like that. So, I mean, nothing happened, but I think that was the closest call I've ever had, I think.
And then, since this is our last question, what can fans look forward to in season 3? What's the 1 or 2 episodes we should be watching out for?
Well, I've only read the first script of season 3. We haven't even started filming it yet. It's everything that Teen Wolf is times a million. New characters, new alphas, maybe possibly new love interests, different characters that never really met each other in the other 2 seasons are going to be acting and working with each other. So, I mean, you can just everything.